Question 2, Jonathan Saunders.
Joe Lewis. Will the First Minister make a statement on adult mental health services in Wales?
Yes, improving mental health services continues to be a priority for the Welsh Government, and we have committed a further £40 million for mental health services over the next 2 years.
First Minister, I'm really glad to see that you are increasing the resources for those suffering with mental health problems. But what I'm finding in Aberconwy is the interpretation of the Mental Health Act. And I know that many of our patients are finding this very hard to navigate when it comes to support required. Even myself, when I'm dealing on behalf of my constituents, it is really hard to ensure that statutory bodies are complying with this legislation, even down to treatment care plans. When you ask the statutory partners responsible for a copy of the treatment and care plan, more often than not, we have to wait weeks for us to receive them. They've never ever been written up in advance. Now, I'm talking about people with complex mental health conditions. What will you do as First Minister, please, to ensure that it's not just a case of throwing money at this, that strategic and well-intentioned plans are in place for these people who, in some occasions are falling through the net and becoming, very, very vulnerable indeed?
Well, we do expect, of course, public bodies to comply with the law, but I can say she asked about what structures should be in place. Leaving aside the issues of the amount of money available, our 10-year mental health strategy, Together for Mental Health, takes a population approach to improving the mental well-being of people in Wales and supporting people with a mental illness. So we want to make sure, for example, that people can have access to talking therapies, for example. We're looking at ways, of course, of helping young people even more, and she will be aware, of course, of the money that's been put in place for CAMS. But we certainly expect, of course, that where public bodies are expected to comply with legislation, that they do so.